Hello everyone and welcome to week 1 of season 4 of the Unknown Draft League. This week we are up against someone from our original division, so that means we won't be facing any duplicates now. I'm scrolling through the teams right now if you want to pause and take a look at them. There are some very interesting teams this time around, including of some very dangerous Weber teams and as such. This week, however, we are taking on the Slakin Slowpokes over here, with a team of Regieleki, Ninetales Alola, Mienshao, Slowking, Sandslash Colossal, Scraggy, Moltres Galarian, Duraludon, Victreebel, and Charjabug. Now, a few things stand out to me about this team right off the bat. First off, it is a very potential. There's a lot of potential modes to this team, right? A lot of potential dangerous modes. We have, of course, Regieleki just providing the fast offense with the speed control and the Electro Web. But you do have Moltres, who can set Tailwind as well if you want speed control that way. You have a Snow mode in Sandslash Alola and Ninetales Alola. Charjabug can boost up the special attacking stats of... Is Colossal a special attacker or physical attacker? I think it's a special attacker. Colossal, Slowking, Ninetales, Regieleki. Moltres is a physical attacker. You also have a Trick Room mode in the fact that you have Slowking, you have Duraludon, you have Sandslash outside of Snow, Colossal as well. And you have... I believe Slowking has a way to set off Colossal's Steam Engine, which is another thing you have to worry about. So in short, there's a lot of things we have to worry about when it comes to this team. A lot of different modes that they could bring. But when we look at the matchup, we see a few weaknesses that I think we're going to be able to exploit. First off, big fighting weakness. It's not exactly major, right? But we have stuff like the Colossal, the Sandslash, and the Duraludon. Duraludon can be tricky with Eviolite, so I can't disrespect it. I think it's actually very possible to show up this week, as without very strong ways to get rid of it, I think it does show. Fire is a big weakness for this team, as it does have a Snow mode. And while Colossal could be the immunity to that with Flash Fire, that means it won't be going for Steam Engine shenanigans. There's also a pretty really strong weakness to ground here that we can take advantage of. Sandslash Alola, as I mentioned, is weak to ground, but then we also have Regieleki, we have the Colossal again, and we have the Duraludon. Not the Duraludon. Yes, the Duraludon. So, well, this team does have a lot of modes it can go for. It does have quite a few overlapping weaknesses that I think that our team's able to take advantage of. Looking at the speed breakdowns a little further, we can see that Regieleki, we are not outspeeding. This is the fastest Pokemon in the format, and Iron Tread specifically can't outspeed it, even with a booster energy. I think with Choice Scarf it might be able to, but I'm not going to be running Choice Scarf on Iron Treads. I don't see the point in doing so. But then another speed to be important to take note of is Mienshao's speed of 172 is a speed to beat. And then about 120-ish is also a speed to beat, like 126 to outspeed a good majority of these Pokemon at min speed. With that in mind, though, let's head on over to the team. And we're starting off with Crocodile. This is where the Choice Scarf is going, that I was talking about. We're Terra Steel because, aside from Colossal, my opponent doesn't really have that many ways of hitting Steel types. They don't have a dedicated ground type, I don't think, right? Nope. They have Mienshao, which could potentially be scary. That Crocodile is not tearing to avoid the fighting weakness. But I'd say it's worth it, right? Because we need Terra Steel to take out the Ninetales. With Choice Scarf, we outspeed it. We hit it with a Terra Blast, Terra Steel, and it's dead. The one with only 180 speed, so that we're 148, so that we will outspeed no investment Regieleki. Because there's always a chance with Regieleki being so fast that my opponent just doesn't consider Choice Scarf as being a potential problem. And they will simply reinvest all of the normal points that are attributed to Regieleki's speed into Regieleki's bulk. So being able to be potentially faster than it is, I think, critical. And then we just went max attack, and the rest went into HP. With a pretty standard Crocodile set, regardless. Earthquake, knockoff, high horsepower. Our Dark Stab, our Ground Stab, and our single target Ground Stab. Next up we have Ogerpon. And Ogerpon does look very good for this matchup. Because the only Pokemon that can really hit it, the only two Pokemon that can really hit it are Moltres and Slowking. And Slowking is still weak to Ogerpon's Hornleech. Now it's possible that Slowking will be the Terra target for my opponent. However, with the fact that they have to be... how do I put it? With how slow Slowking is, I really doubt that it'll be the Terra target unless they're going for a Trick Room mode. We have Encore for the Alola Ninetales to potentially stop it from doing moves, Spiky Shield for defense, and then, as I said, Hornleech for Grass Stab, and then Ivy Cudgel for Fire Stab. We went with 173 speed to just barely outspeed Mienshao at max speed, with max attack, and the remaining HP, EVs went into HP. Next up we have Hitmonlee, with a Focus Sash, Fake Out, Brick Break, Bullet Punch, and Close Combat. With max attack, max speed. I originally didn't need to do max speed, right? Because Hitmonlee won't outspeed the Regieleki. I think even if I went with Jolly, 152. Oh no, yeah, I do. I do outspeed. It becomes a 300. So, actually, 139 speed is all I need to outspeed Regieleki. And I could have gone with a timid nature, not a timid, a modest nature to do that. Is it modest? Is it Jolly? Jolly, sorry. Wanted to handle that. But the way I'm getting a Hitmonlee to its unburdened status is through Focus Sash. So, there's no real point for me to put any EVs into bulk in case that it means that Hitmonlee won't get down to Focus Sash. Bullet Punch is for the Ninetales, Brick Break is to break the Alola on the Aurora Veils, and then Close Combat is just our good Fighting Stab. Next up we have Gardevoir. Gardevoir is running Telepathy so it can sit next to the Crocodile. Life Orb to do a little more damage, and then a wide range of coverage through Moonblast, Thunderbolt, and Mystical Fire. Now, as Gardevoir is one of our slower Pokemon, we are very unlikely to outspeed anything outright. So I went with 204 EVs into speed to just barely outspeed a no investment Mienshao. I don't think Mienshao is going to be no investment, but 126 speed is still pretty good to be able to outspeed other Pokemon on their team. And while I don't expect Victory Bell to come, I do have Mystical Fire as our way of potentially dealing with it, and our way of dealing with the Sandslash. I could have done Psychic instead, but then Gardevoir is no good into Sandslash, so we went with Mystical Fire instead. Sorry if I'm all snivelly, seasonal allergies are killing me. And we went Terra Electric just for more damage on Thunderbolt. Next up we have Raikou with Assault Vest, Inner Focus, Terra Normal, Thunderbolt, Aura Sphere, Electro Web, and Extreme Speed. Now, this is an interesting set for me, right? Because Raikou is really bulky right off the bat. And normally you'd want to maybe put a Assault Vest on something that isn't that bulky in order to make it bulky. But my opponent has some very dangerous special attacking leads. We have the Ninetales, we have the Regieleki. So what if my lead just can't be killed by their leads? We have Electro Web to spam on our own side because that Regieleki is almost certainly going to be running Electro Web. Extreme Speed to grab KOs that we otherwise wouldn't. And then Aura Sphere for the Colossal and the Sandslash. And Thunderbolt for stab. Actual damage. And because of Inner Focus, we can't be flinched by the Mienshao, which we just barely outspeed. Last up, we have Iron Treads, who is going to be running the booster energy. Let's give this guy, I don't know, a Terra Fairy. Why not? Just a random defensive Terra. But Iron Treads, like I mentioned, can outspeed Regieleki with a booster energy, but it can outspeed uninvested Regieleki, which is something that I think is worth considering. And then we just have the standard stuff: Iron Head for stab, High Horsepower for stab, Knockoff for item removal, and then just spread the rest of the EVs out into bulk. And that will do it for the team breakdown of our first week of UDL Season 4. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you when we get into the match. Peace. Okay. We are here for the match, and it seems like we are going to be... Okay. So, what I am doing, how the league actually is going is that, the players can decide if they want to do... open Terra or closed Terra. Sorry, I was thinking there. And so we are gonna do open Terra, I guess. Never done this before in a draft league. Iron Treads is Fairy. Ah. Oh god. Electric, Raikou, Fairy, Iron Tread, Fairy. I've never done Open Terra before, so this is gonna be interesting. So we do see the snow mode, but we don't see... What don't we see? We don't see the Victory Bell. We see the Mienshao. Okay, so Ninetales is Terra Ghost, Terra Fighting on the Mienshao, Terra Dark Moltres, Terra Water Regieleki, Terra Water Slowking, Terra Rock Sand Slash. I think we're good to lead off with the Raikou and the Ogerpon, and have Gardevoir and Iron Treads in the back. Fighting stab is, so if Ninetales is Terra Ghost, it most likely doesn't have Covert Cloak, which means it's probably Light Clay. And if it's Light Clay, that means this is a Screens game. Maybe I should have brought some form of weather control. Terra Rock on the Sand Slash. What could that mean? Terra Water for the defensive Terra on the Regieleki. And as for the Mienshao, I'm not sure what it's going to want to do on this team. Most likely Fake Out. It does get Wide Guard. Decisions. Okay, here we go. Ninetales lead, it makes sense. We're just gonna set off a Electro Web and Spiky Shield. Or do I want to get aggressive? I could get aggressive here. Fake Out into Ogre Pond seems the most likely. We're gonna Ivy Cudgel Mienshao. Fake Out into Ogre Pond seems extremely likely, right? Ooh, we're actually faster than the Ninetales. Good to know. Ooh, that did a lot to Raikou. Regieleki comes in. Actually, I think we're safe to Electro Web again. And we can go for a Spiky Shield. There's no way a double up from Regieleki and Ninetales kills Assault Vest Raikou. And if it does, I'm stupid. But he should be fine. Is that Specs Ninetales, I wonder? Terra Water. Ooh, good for me. Yeah, it's probably Specs Ninetales. Sand Slash switching in, that makes sense. Protect here. Oh, duh. Okay. We're just gonna have to try this. Yeah. I can't risk doing... Oh, perfect. Yep. Now the question becomes, do I die or does he die? He dies. Okay. Whew! Oh, that was close. Okay. Ugh, close one. I think we could go Crocodile here. No. Do I? Raikou as a lead just works way too well. What Terra is Ninetales? Terra Ghost? I know I have Mystical Fire. I don't want to I don't want to have water weaknesses. I don't want to stack up on water weaknesses. Crocodile looks fairly obvious, but I don't think it's the play. Especially since they're most likely gonna lead with their fake out Pokemon. Do Iron Treads. Maybe we just switch up, we'll bring, like, Crocodile in the back. Yeah. We're just gonna protect with Iron Treads here. Is that a good idea? Or should I... Yeah, no. I think that's fair. Fair enough. Do I think Regieleki switches out here? I think it Terras, honestly. Do I do Terra Fairy? I'm gonna knock off Regieleki. I feel like Regieleki wants to switch out anyways. Maybe Alolan Ninetales comes in and I knock off its Light Clay. Ooh, does Terra Water. Wide Guard, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, here's where we show off the extreme speed. Aw, oh, damn. Oh, damn, okay. Ooh. I'm gonna predict a switch. And I'm gonna switch in Crocodile. Oh, he doesn't switch. Spiky Shield and Earthquake. Best we can do. Actually, is that the best we can do? I think it's for the best, right? Yeah. We're slower than Ninetales. This doesn't happen, Chief, unless I get extremely lucky. Yeah. Okay. Gonna bring these four. I'm gonna try bringing Hitmonlee. Iron Treads doesn't work out too well because I have to force to Terra. I don't think I bring Crocodile or Iron Treads to Game 3. Gardevoir I think should come back. I think we're the first set this week to go to Game 3, so yippee for the stats, right? No Moltres yet. No Slowking yet. Well, we know that Mienshao is able to OHKO Raikou with a close combat. I think I'm gonna preserve the Focus Sash. Encore doesn't have priority. Okay, we get rid of Mienshao. That's actually pivotal for later. And we get rid of Ninetales. Now we can show off Aura Sphere. Maybe we could just Spiky Shield. But Terra is Sandslash, Terra Rock. That's Aura Sphere should still be super effective. Terra Rock, okay. Rock Slide, okay. From this range, Aura Sphere should still knock it out. Ooh, no it didn't. I mean, that didn't kill it. That Choice Banded. Only gone for it twice. For that twice. We're gonna just protect. That's not Choice Banded. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Damn. Ooh, I kind of forgot about that. Oh wait, I have bullet punch. Should be fine. Oh wait, the snow is gone. We're fine. Oh, double protect. Fair enough. Yeah, we're always faster than Sand Slash unless it's not Scarf because we know it protects, and then we can just kill Regieleki here. I don't think there's a way that it can kill us from this range. That was a bit sloppy on my end. I completely forgot about, like, Icicle Spear there. I don't think there's a way they can win from here. Oh, Electro Web. Oh, maybe. I probably should have been more careful about that. Rock Slide now. Oh, Icicle Spear into... Ooh, they might win off that. Terra Fire, though. We'll see. Go for Icicle Spear. Okay. Did they Rock Slide, or did they Icicle Spear? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Whew. Okay. Ogre Pond takes it home for us. That was way closer than I was hoping for. It's been so long since I've played Regulation F that I forgot that Regieleki has hands. This was an incredibly very, very close set. If I wasted my Terra earlier in the game, I think I would have lost that because Ogre Pond would have gone down to that Icicle Spear, I think, because that was neutral damage. I thank you all for watching this week. I will see you all next time. Peace.